Assalamu alaikum. My name is Isra Salahuddin. I'm a dentist. I'm graduated from Faculty of Dentistry, University of Khartoum. I do have MSc in Biochemistry, Faculty of Medicine, University of Khartoum. Today, inshallah, we will study metabolic adaptation in starving feed fast cycle. The ILOs for this lecture, by the end of this lecture, you should describe starvation, describe the fed state, mention the metabolic pathway which take place in starvation, mention the metabolic pathways which take place in the fed states. Also, you should enumerate the hormones that regulate the metabolism in the fed state, enumerate the hormones that regulate the metabolism in starvation, compare metabolic pathways in starvation with the metabolic pathways in the fed state. What is the meaning of fed state and what is the meaning of fasting? Fed state is a situation where the person is full stomach, while fasting is starvation, so it's empty stomach. Okay? In starvation, there is total or complete deprivation of food, salts, and even water. The body weight, of course, is steadily lost, and there is daily loss in man during the first 10 days, amounts to between 1 to 1.5% of the original body weight. At the onset of the fasting, after depletion of the glycogen stores, the fat depots and subcutaneous tissues near the brunt. Also, the extracellular fluid in large quantities is also lost. There will be dissolution of the muscular tissues, and protoplasmic structure occurs much later in this stage. Okay? So, what are the metabolic changes which can be arbitrarily divided into the following three stages? First stage, second stage, and third stage. In the first stage of the starvation, okay, there are three foodstuffs which are glycogen, fat, and proteins. The liver glycogen is first mobilized, but due to limited storage, which is 6%, that's to say approximately 108 grams, it can't last long. The glucose is synthesized in the body by the process of gluconeogenesis, as you know, principally in the beginning from glucogenic amino acids from the mobilization, of course, of the stored proteins from the tissue, and it will be also supplemented by other substrates. The initial stage will last more than 2 to 3 days. In the second stage, 80 to 90% of the energy requirement can be divided from fats, and the remainder 10 to 20% from proteins. Also, there is utilization of fats will depend on the fat storage of the body, since the adipose tissues represent the largest amount of the stored food. The second stage, of course, will last for longest period and usually over 2 weeks. The third stage of starvation, when the fat stores are almost exhausted, energy requirement is obtained from the breakdown of tissue proteins. The cell substance will break up with consequent dislocation of cell metabolism and cell life. This stage of affairs, if continued, will lead to death, of course. This stage will last for less than 1 week.